All right, and it's going live now. Do you all see live in the corner there?
Yes, there.
Okay. And I can send you all the link if you need it.
Link.
I think I just got a notification.
That probably me. It says live.
Yeah, the
But I
notification
don't
just came
see
on
the.
for me.
It says live. Yeah. It says okay. There it is. I see it. I see all of it. See? It says live. Yeah. It says okay. There it is. I see it. I see all of it. All right, I'm hanging up. Just wanted to see what was happening. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I see it. I'm hanging up.
So I
Just wanted to see what was happening.
Right. So I want to show you all something else. Let me turn this thing down though, because this volume's killing me. All right, 1 second here. All right, so I just sent a message. Now, what Cassandra will be able to do is she'll be able to actually pull that message up. And so what happens is I just sent something. So we're live right now. If anybody went to our channel, they would actually see us going through this. So
It says
they'll be
test3.
able to chime in. So if we ask a question about faith or whatever the thing is, they can literally just chat right there. And as they make their comments, it'll come in with whatever their handle is, whatever their name is, it'll come up and then their comment. So I just sent from my personal page, hello JB and Ash Insight. So, and same with Facebook. So we'll be able to pull all of those up as they come in. So if somebody has a question, we can actually speak to that question, or if they have, or if they want to come on, we can invite them on.
How many faces can you have on at one time?
So you can have up to 10 on here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You can have up to 10, and we probably won't have that many. I don't know. But since we have these slides, I just thought that would be a good thing to do those. And then of course you saw the one where we had the 3, just in case we don't do the slides. And I want to show you what happens. Say if someone else wants to come on, give me a second. Let me ask Cassandra again. I'm sending it to you now, baby.
I'm sending it to you now, baby. Baby.
She getting distracted down there.
Someone say it again. I'm sending it to you now, baby.
Man. Oh, I sent it with my phone, didn't I? To y'all. Let me see.
Who is that?
All right, so she should be coming on soon. And then again, like I said, she'll be working this. So I did a test with this before in terms of the chat. I just didn't want to test it on Facebook because people will definitely go there. A lot of them don't really know about the YouTube yet. Although the YouTube does, if you like it, or if you subscribe rather, it does give you a notification when we go live.
Yeah.
So what we want to do going forward is just encourage people to be it Facebook or YouTube to just, subscribe and like so that they can get notifications when we have, when we're having our Bible studies, and then we'll go from there. So let me move this, and then we have the other banners. Like if someone, says something, so like if you make a comment and it like really sticks and people are chiming in, we can just like we can highlight your comment again so that people can see it. Or if there's a number to share or a specific scripture to share, we can literally type it in real time and put that scripture up. So that's always a good thing. And I'm trying to wait on Cassandra to come on. Banner, we can actually. Why is it not doing it? Maybe I changed it. Oh, there it is. There's a ticker that can just continue to scroll. We can post it up as often as we need with any kind of information. So like if we're going to be launching if during a building, or if we want to highlight a Sunday service or whatever the case is, we can use that ticker for that as well. But the greatest thing about this is being able to capture that audience and have them chime in and give them the ability to come on if they want to be a part of this. One more thing here, and I'm trying to look at the YouTube page too to see how it's.
That's where Ashley is right now, right? So she's on YouTube, right?
It was making so much noise. I shut out of it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. So I'm on now, looking at on the phone, and I just turned my my volume down because what distracts me is there's like a 20-second lag. And so if you're hearing that voice and you're looking at this, but I just wanted to see how it looks on YouTube, because I know a lot of people they'll access this by using their phone. So right, and I just wanted to see how it looks. So as I'm looking at it on my phone, and I'm looking at the actual screen with the scriptures up. Now, what I'll do is I'll make those slides just a little. I'll make the word just a little bigger, so that people can see it. But they can clearly see the people that are talking. They can clearly see the slides, and more than anything, I guess what I would love to be able to capture more than anything else is to capture the people, the engagement, like what we currently do. So now Cassandra's in the back room, and let's say that we get another person that we make a good point, and another person wants to actually come on. Then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and bring her on in.
Hey, beautiful.
Where's your volume, yo?
All right, love you too, baby.
Tell Brandy I said bye.
So said bye. Bye, love you. She said bye.
Love you too, baby. So yeah, so now Cassandra's on, and we see now we added that space. So now you have 4 people that are talking, about the slide. So now if we wanted to, let's say, let's say that we have some really heavy dialogue going on. We don't necessarily need the slides. Then what we'd simply do is we just go to 4 people then, and then we'll just start talking. And then of course if we if we still have these same 4 people on, we'll discuss. If other people want to come on, like I said, we can bring on 5, 6, we can bring up to 10 people on this if we want to, just kind of have that kind of discussion. So I think it'll be really interactive. I'll tell you, man, it's brand new to me. I'm scared. That's why we're talking about faith. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just kind of see what goes from there.
Will we have a link so that we can, because something that, obviously, so that we can, because it's not going to automatically, just because I'm on Facebook, it's not going to show live on my page. You know what I'm saying? So do we have a link or something that we can post to say, hey, we're going to be having Bibles, whatever, click the link, we're going to be live? Or is there something that will bring them to the page, or they have to be following Servant Church already in order to be able to see that live?
No, we can send the link, and what the link will be is just our Facebook, because anytime that we're going live, whenever we're going live, it's going to be a priority either on Facebook or YouTube. Like if you go to our page now, you may see a post, but if you go to our page when we're actually streaming, so we can just send the link, and then they'll actually see it if they're not subscribed, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So we already posted it on the Facebook page.
Facebook. Okay.
So tomorrow, as we talk it up, and with the people that have been a part of it, we'll send them. And I think I sent it out in the group text already as well. So we'll just send that out again. We'll send that group text out with the actual links. And if they just hit either of those links at 7:00, then it'll bring them to us. If that makes any sense. Okay. And then that way they can look at it. And then of course, when we tell people about, I don't know what to expect tomorrow.
Right.
When we start, I just know
we
that
just
God
have to
is
be
telling me we need to go ahead
consistent and do it.
There you go.
That's it.
And we'll get the kinks worked out as but more than anything, this immediately archives whatever our discussions are, what our Bible studies are, so that people can go back
and see it. That's important.
So yeah, because right now we have to go copy the link and then try and edit it because it's just so jinky. But I think with this, again, I love the format. I was actually speaking with someone Sunday and just kind of talking about this format, and I was talking about what we discussed last week, talking about Job's wife, and this is Deborah, babe. So I was telling her, I was like, we had some great discussion around Job's wife. So this lady says, she was like, I said, what do you think about the woman? And she's, well, coming from my perspective, I think that this woman didn't want to see her husband suffer. She said, because I was the same way with my husband that passed. And she was, Cassandra, she had a husband that just continued to suffer, and she would rather see him out of misery than to continue to go through that. And I was like, wow, that's a perspective I never even thought about. But that just shows to the richness of this type of dialogue. So I really think it's going to be a blessing. And I don't have to preach to you all about it. You're the one that's just helped. You've helped so much already with us going forward. So I really thank you for what you've done up to this point. And I think God is really going to bless us to be a blessing. And we're going to impact some lives. So that's pretty much it. Cassandra's going to be at the helm. So we're gonna get in here and practice a little bit, and so she can make us all look good tomorrow.
Woo! It would be nice if Ashley or JB would just like take me out of my misery with that.
Oh, come on. Yeah, and we're gonna
come on, honey.
We'll start out with our talk and try, like I said, get some dialogue and really just share, because I think honestly, both of you have such unique perspectives, and it's just how God shows things to you, how He reveals things through you, and I just think it's a great balance. And I think from what I know for a fact, when you all speak, even in our current Bible study now, when you all speak, it sparks something in others, and it sparks something. And it prompts them to ask questions, or it either makes them comfortable in making a comment or a statement. And there are others coming along, because really, before you all were so engaging, people were just kind of.
That one be talking to herself.
I mean? Pretty much. Pretty much.
Well, I have to say thank you to JB, because he helped me, because I be sitting there like, I want to say so, I be about to push I be like, nah, I ain't about to say that. I don't know none of these people up in here. I ain't gonna say that, but then I'm like, Ashley. Because even Javion, he be like, Mom, can I say so? I be like, at first I'm like, what you gonna say? Like, you gonna have to tell me.
Nah, let them out. And always that I'm telling you know what? Do you know what the church is missing now? And I'm being very
It's the
serious.
youth.
They're missing the perspective
Uh-huh.
from millennials and Gen Z.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we need to know how you guys think, because
Mm-hmm.
what how I process something, and how somebody, like, I just asked my daughter something. I sent something for her to read because I wanted to see what she thought about it, because it may hit me differently than how it hits her, you know. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. Hearing from a Javion, hearing from a JB, hearing from an Ashley, especially on, that's why I wanted to get some feedback from a woman's perspective, because God gives that thing to you differently, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
ever see it. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why I think something like this will be so powerful, because you have that dialogue from these different perspectives, and then people feel more comfortable chiming in on something that resonates with them. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what the beauty of this will be. And I just know that God is going to continue to bless us, because even on the Zoom, I've had people like Pastor Green. He was on once, and he was like, man, that JB's a firecracker, man.
Uh-huh.
And then, but stuff that you all say, stuff that you all put in the chat, a lot of people comment on those things even uh, after Bible study is over. A point that Ashley made, or something that Ashley said, and sometimes Raquel will chime in. But my thing is, look at that as being archived. Look at people being able to react to that real time, and just how that sparks something in some people, especially when you're dealing with issues that people deal with. And that's what God is dealing with me now. As much as I want to get into series and all this stuff, God is really God is pretty much saying, hey, you know what you're dealing with right now in your life, that's what people are dealing with in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
and
real.
it's a thing. But even as it relates to faith, and I know that we've come, or we've discussed this before. When Jesus healed the blind man, Jesus touched him again. He touched him twice. The first time he touched him, he gave him sight. The guy got his sight, but he had to touch him again so that he could have his focus. Because he had sight, but but he didn't have focus, because the men appeared as trees. So my thing is, when we talk about these issues like faith, it's something that we have to continue to revisit, because we're going to discuss faith tomorrow. But when JB and I were sitting side by side at a little place called Windstream, what was that book on, JB? That yellow book by Jim Keller, Faith, and a lot of stuff that we're talking about.
Oh yeah, I was saying
Go
faith.
ahead.
That was me. I was saying faith. It was muted though.
Huh?
I said I was saying faith,
Was,
but my mic was muted. Yeah.
oh yeah. But you
Yeah.
remember the book, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes, sir.
I
And
do.
it's a powerful book. But again, we were talking about faith even back then.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some things that I was dealing with even back then. And that's more than a year ago. It's almost 2 years now. And faith is still the topic, because that's how hard we have to work, even as a pastor, even as successful business people. Even, it doesn't matter what it is, but you have to continue to exercise and increase your faith. And I think that's what we talk about tomorrow. So I'm not going to keep us any longer. I just wanted to share that so that we can kind of get an idea of what the platform is going to look like. Um, and we'll let God do the rest, man. We'll
Well,
let God
I'm
do the rest.
excited. I'm excited. And
Me as well.
yeah, I'm gonna send it out though. I'll send it out to people too.
Okay.
So they can log in or whatever. Um, let's just run Bible study.
And
It ain't no show. The show